Hey y'all, it's Blue. So, the video is out. I'm walking the dog. The video is out. He didn't need his ass kicked. He's gonna get his ass kicked. But, I wanna share this. Remember when I told y'all that everything was gonna be exposed? That as soon as Pluto went into Aquarius, Pluto's like, alright, enough's enough. Gotta show y'all who people are. And it's been happening one after the other. Now, let me tell you what is happening here. So, what's about to happen, and I was in a different live with a great group. I need y'all to make sure y'all follow them on YouTube. They three brothers. I'm telling you, it's like a big family in there. And when this came through, I'm like, because I come from a family of law enforcement, so I already knew what was going down. When that video came out today of Diddy beating the shit out of Cassie, I said the indictment is nigh. It's absolutely on deck. And Tisa Tells is talking about it too, which I'm glad about that. It's a very proper strategy, right? That is a boss-ass strategy by the feds to put that video out just before his indictment. Because you can't come in the courtroom talking about it wasn't me, and all this extra. And what it does is that I don't want to use the word taint, but it strokes the emotions of the court of public opinion, right? You got the whole world hating you right now. What kind of man does that? It was triggering. It was raw. But it was necessary. It's things like these and times like these that are happening that are going to foster the change that we need in society. It started, in my opinion, with my cousin, George Floyd. Right? Because we were all in COVID. Everybody had to sit down and watch that shit. So here we are with the same type of situation today where everybody sees it. So, I guarantee you that indictment, if it doesn't come tomorrow, it'll be here within the next 7 days. They're not going to let too much time go. They're not going to let too much time go without indictment after putting out something as horrific as that video, because they know that the people are going to want his head. We want his head. We want that trout mouth ass Diddy's head on a platter, period. Now, from a spiritual perspective, because what y'all just got was that was the raw me, Ted. From a spiritual perspective, what y'all need to understand, and I've said this before, is that changing of the guards. Do y'all think that this world started out as a patriarchal setup? It didn't. It was always matriarchal. It was always the women who kicked all of this off. Who kicked all of this off. That's your twin, girl. Stop that. Dog looked just like my dog just passed by. And there was an upset that happened where the patriarchal side of things, the men weren't that happy that women were being revered the way that they were. But we had to be revered. We were the first. We were the only thing that could bring forth life. Of course, it took the partnership and hand of a man's sperm, but that was it. As far as the rest of the battle, that was on us. The bringing up of the child inside our bodies and pushing them out from the spirit realm into the physical realm. Women have always had ethereal power. That is why you have all these religions who, put the downfall of mankind on a woman, which is a lie. We have religion that says that we shouldn't tap into our God-given, spirit-given energies and gifts, magic. Why? Because they feared it. They did everything. It was a campaign to strip women from their rightful place, and it was successful. Now there's the changing of the guard. And what you're seeing here is anybody who deliberately causes the downfall of women undeservingly, because sometimes women, we put ourselves in predicaments and situations and do bullshit where you've got to pay the fiddler. You reap what you sow, right? But for anybody who has harmed, maimed, defamed, killed, raped, beat, assaulted, stripped, harmed women in any way, your judgment is at hand. You've heard it here. I've been seeing it happen. The Ayami, y'all need to look him up. Ayami. The beloved, wonderful witches of the Ifa pantheon. They're flying. They're correcting courses. They're bringing about judgment, baby. You know when it started for me? What was that guy's name in Atlanta who had the channel where he would sit up and talk about women and how to be a high value woman? I can't think of his name. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. And he would just dog women out, just dog us out, right? And then poetically enough, how did he die? He died in the most powerful place of a woman. Her vagina. Something that gives love, that gives life, that gives birth into everything. How poetic was that? As soon as it happened, I called someone close to me. I don't want to say their name or what their relationship is to me, but I called them and we were on the same page. She was like, Yamis are on it. It's time. I said, yep. The Yamis do not play about the righteousness of women and the protection of women. Do you understand me? So I need you to understand that if you have been one of these people that have done anything horrible to women, you're going to get a knock at your door. When you wonder why that job didn't come through, when you wonder why all of the money is gone, when you wonder why you end up having a heart attack, when you wonder why things failed in your life, you think about how you've treated a woman. That's the Ayami. That's the big payback. The big payback is on. And women are being restored rightfully to their place. Let me tell you this. Those who have supported women, who've taken care of women, who've nurtured women, you're going to be uplifted. You're going to be cared for. You're going to be taken care of. I decree and declare it to be so. This is where we are, folks. I need y'all to hear me when I say this. This is where we are. So when I saw that video with Diddy, yes, I thought about, the first thing that came to me was that guy, that man that died in the one thing that he used to defame. You never defame a woman's body. You never defame a woman's, how dare you? Women, fuck it, I'm just gonna be raw back. I need y'all to stop believing the lie that you are restricted in your energy, that you're restricted in your voice, that you're restricted in your power, that you are restricted in your magic. You better start figuring out who you are and tapping into that. Because that'll change a whole lot of this shit. A lot of shit that happens to women is because you're not in the know. What did the word say? Our people perish because of a lack of knowledge. You got to remember, the people who put information in front of you did not have your best interest at heart. It was a patriarchal setup. That is not the original way of things. But that's okay, because now everything is coming full circle. I need y'all to start tapping into your energy. I need y'all to start tapping into your power. I don't know how I can get this over to y'all. I had a lady try me at work today. I mean, for no reason. But you know what I know? I know that the rest of her day is gonna be a bitch. She don't know who she dealing with. Didn't talk crazy to her or nothing. But she talked crazy to me. And what I always know is I don't have to fight. I don't have to go off on you. I got a legion of them around me at all times, telling me what is being said about me, showing me. That's why I keep quiet. People ask me all the time, especially when I'm at work, we don't see you where you are, because I can't be around a lot of different energy. I have to keep to myself. Because if I'm around you, I'm going to hear what you've said. I'm going to hear what you do. I'm going to hear what you're doing. I'm going to see what you're doing. And I can't let that affect my energy. But the beauty in that is that because of, and I'm not bragging, but I got to be real, because of the rank, all I have to do is say go. And it's a done deal. Do you hear me? So she's going to have a pretty rough day today. She's going to have a pretty rough 7 days. Because I didn't bother her. But she came to bother me. And that's a problem. Women, when you tap into your power, into your energy, to your magic that has been demonized by different religious constructs because they couldn't harness that power. When you start tapping into stuff like that, you'll see how the world is different. And you'll see how and I'm seeing it right now, how like when you're walking, you know how people just kind of move to the side and let you pass? Things just kind of work out. Things, any enemies that come against you, all of a sudden they fall sick or they die. And they wind up in some type of terrible situation because they've come against you, because you move in your power the right way, in righteousness. Doesn't mean that your power is going to always be all this happy. No, sometimes we have to go to war. But when you earn your position, earn your rank, get your power back, get your wand back, you don't have to do anything but wait for it. So every time that Diddy struck Cassie, what he didn't realize is that he was striking the face of her ancestors. What he didn't realize is that he was kicking the backs of the Iyami. as I've got crows going around me. See, crows are the symbols or the energies of the Iyami. Hello? Ashe. And there's 3 of them. That's their number. Because they know I'm telling the truth. This crow's been around me all day long. Especially when that woman bothered me today. I went outside. And I had to have a woosah. Because I can't just say everything. Everything out of my mouth is calculated. I have to be careful when I'm angry. Because if I say it, it's coming. Period. That's why I keep myself away from people. Because people are fucked up. I hear you talking. It's a beautiful thing. And what you gotta know is who's the mother of Iyami? Well, there's no I'm sorry, my dog is tangled. I don't know how this happened. Well, honey, you did it. Hold on, guys. Let me pause this. I'm back. Sorry about that. My dog got tangled up. But anyway. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, how would that lady come trying to charge me up at the job? You know, when you have passengers. So we're dealing with the public. And she came with me with that smoke. All I did was just look at her. Because I'm thinking in my mind, she don't even know who the fuck she's dealing with. And because there were other passengers that she had to travel with, I had to keep my mouth shut. Because it wouldn't be fair for other passengers to have to endure shit that she brought upon herself. So I kept my mouth shut. But woe unto her. I don't mess with people. I'm just having this moment while I walk my dog. And I'm reliving and re-seeing the way he beat her down like that, Puffy. One thing you can tell is that he did it for, he was used to that. Bless her heart, she was running for her life. I got so many things that's flooding in my head right now. Like I just had a vision of him just right now, like pacing through and deciding whether he wants to unalive himself or not, which I'd be okay with. He's never been held to account. And the sad thing about it is that we're about to see worse than this. Do you understand? I appreciate that the video came out. It vindicates Cassie, and for all the men and women who said that she was just chasing a bag, shut up. I wanted to say something else, but I'm not going to do that right now. But I'll tell you this, shut your mouth. Shut up. For anybody who saw or felt like it was okay for how he did her, I hope you see crows the next morning. That means you're going to have a problem. Y'all hear him? That's the Iyami. When I walk through this park, oftentimes I bring a little gift, a little food, and I place it under a tree, call out their names. Because they're not to be played with. Trust. The motherfuckers are mean, dangerous, deadly. But they are all about the protection of women, with Oshun being their head. See, y'all, everybody wants to be aligned with Oshun. First of all, you can't just do that. You can, revere her. You can, but it's you when she calls you hers, her own. And you'll know that if you go through the process. And those who know. And you find out that she claimed you. You better tread lightly. Everybody wants to be Oshun because, it's all about beauty and love. What you don't know is that Oshun, she's dead. She's that bitch. You know what I mean? I'm not meaning that as a negative. I'm just got to clear that. She know what I'm saying. I felt the nod. She takes no shorts. Will check your ass or just take you right on out. And so them black crows been around me all day long. And as soon as I saw it, I said, okay, Oshun, Yami. Because I had to really bite my tongue today. So, if you've been one to mistreat women, I need you to understand that all of it, you've got to give an account to. And it starts today. Actually, it's been starting, but I'm just making the official clarion call. Do y'all not know that every embryo that is formed after a zygote is created from sexual intercourse, where the sperm connects with the egg, that the first sex of the baby is always female, with the beginning of everything. That's why you see a lot of men now moving into their feminine energy. Things are shifting back to the way that they were. And yet you want to sit here, huff, and beat this woman like she is a nigga off the street? I'm going to enjoy watching everything unfold with you. He's sick right now. I can feel it. He's sick right now. He's pacing for it. Because when you're at that level of not having to be accountable for your actions, and now you're about to go through a Drakeism where the whole world is about to cancel your bitch ass out, you don't have a leg to stand on anymore. And rightfully so. But I just wanted to just take a moment and share what this is. I'm angry. But again, this is the uncovering of things. Y'all about to see people for who they are. But I'm speaking to the ones who do this type of shit in the dark. Like Diddy did. I'm speaking to the ones who feel like that it's okay to demean a woman, to mistreat a woman. We are the first of it all. We give life. There's always going to be a reckoning. Do you understand? And at the end of the day, women, stand up in your power. Y'all need to forget and forego all of the bullshit that has been taught to you. It's bullshit. Thankfully, we're moving into a time where people are calling it, what it is. I dare you to start checking into your spiritual gifts and your spiritual powers. But let me warn you, and let me give the sternest warning I can give you. If you use it deceitfully, if you use it to harm, the return on you is going to be deadly. Do you understand? It's okay to go onto the dark side of it. Yes, because there's a balance. Sometimes we have to go into the dark side of things to rectify things for the greater good. You understand? But if you start using your power because you're jealous of somebody, you don't like that they're prettier than you don't like that they got the man that you want, you know there is a law of return. And you're at a great risk. So I encourage you to learn about your gifts and figure out and discover what your gifts are and what your powers are and what you're able to do for the greater good of things. But if somebody comes for you, you do have the absolute right to engage in warfare by any means necessary using those gifts. That's all. But I'm angry as shit. But all I know is that these doggone crows, i.e. Yami, have been around me all day long. So that's telling for me. Oh, she go running her damn dog, and I've got my dog over here. And it's getting on my nerves. Anyway, I want y'all to start looking up the Yami, giving them the respect that they deserve, because they are poetically moving to right the wrongs, to expose. I'm going to make sure that I do a nice autumnal offering for them. That's all. Y'all have a great day. Ashe.